ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Houston Rockets. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got Irving. Ilgauskas is out there with Dort. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Price in at the point. Now, here's Drexler. Following the miss by Mark Price. And that one's good. McGrady.
What muscle from McGrady right there. Brushing off the defense with ease.
James with it. Dishes it to Doherty. It's Price on the wing. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Checked in for Houston. Paul comes in for McGrady. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And here is Yao for three. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. Paul can't get that one to fall. And here's Cleveland. James, the pass to Doherty. It's Price on the wing. Fires it up. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Drexler with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. Drexler outside. Harden draws the double. Shot clock at 3. And Paul launches it from deep. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by Houston. Lets it go from 11. Yao Ming pulls it in.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And another three for Houston.
He doesn't typically hit from that deep. Wow, CP.
Left side, Price. From down in the low post, it goes.
Assisted.
And it's 7 points for Mark Price.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Paul for three. Can't hit that one. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Price looking it over. He kicks to James. Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Houston.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
To Paul. There's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Paul's got 12.
Sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Chris Paul calling his own number.
Here's Price. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Now a timeout called by Houston.
The Rockets call timeout.
That's right, everyone. It's time to fire up some T-shirts.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Francis. Smith on the wing. Poked loose. Now Cleveland moving it up. Russell's running.
Houston foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
First team foul.
The first one falls. Price is checked in for Cleveland.
Campy Russell at the line for 2.
And so Russell hits them both. Houston leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the first. Here's Francis. Connects from three-point range. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Over Smith. No good from Price. Now here is Smith. Passes it to Tomjanovich. Here's Francis. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. From outside the arc. Fires from deep. Pass to Tomjanovich. Kicks it to Smith. Beyond the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And there's Price. That's good on the assist by Russell. 11 points for Mark Price.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Drills it from outside.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Price against Smith. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. To the left side wing. Francis. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Nance. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the wide open shot from Price. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Price has got 16 points.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Houston Rockets. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with
20.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Rockets leading by 7. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Price. Doherty out there with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Then it's Smith. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Paul for 3. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here's Francis. Pass to Paul. Malone at the elbow. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by LeBron.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Francis, covered by Smith.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pulls up on the elbow. That one off the back iron and out. LeBron's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Malone dishes to Paul. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's a tough take by Paul inside. He is absolutely fearless, and that helps him get the trip to the stripe.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's James, and good that time. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
Paul's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And the dunk by James.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
James has gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Paul for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. Paul's gone 5 of 12 from the field. And the pass to Augustus. Over in the corner, Price. From downtown, he watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And with Price, you know, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
For your Rockets, USA. For your Little Dipper.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Irving against Murphy. Passes it to Harden. Fires the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James looking around. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And so tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Look, you can't even blame the defense that much. The dude's just a freight train. He's impossible to stop.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Paul's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Price is checked in. And he's good on the second.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Paul with the 3. Houston with a new 14. There's the triple. No good on that one. So the Cavaliers will take it the other way. Here's James. Irving kicks to James. To the middle. Ilgauskas, the pass to Price. 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Here's James. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. LeBron's got 11.
After all these years, LeBron still has the fire, willing to do the dirty work.
Paul for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Paul's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Fires from the wing. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Price. And so Harden will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Means. Superb and put himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Paul for 3. Harden kicks to Paul. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the court. Cleveland calls timeout.
It's T-shirt time! Get on your feet and get wild!
Cavaliers. James comes in for Nance, and it's Price in for Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Francis passes to Drexler. Paul with the 3. Houston gets it back. Goes up again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Price outside. Now the dish to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Yao with the block. Here's Drexler. From 16 feet away, he cans it. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And that one's good. Price.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Paul with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 25 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And taken away by Paul. That one goes in. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
And the skill, the athleticism of Chris Paul shoots up the floor on a one-man mission.
Second team foul.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's Price. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Houston now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Paul for 3. They get it back. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. Up in time. And so it's the Houston Rockets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they
36.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 27 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And
They are here. The one and
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Now is out there at Malone, and it's Chris Paul. Then there's Drexler, and it's Francis in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And that one's good. Price.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The shot by Paul, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. James kicks to Ilgauskas. And here's Price for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul for 3. Pass to Francis. Back to Malone. Paul outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Price for 3. And that's collected by Malone. Malone's got 7 rebounds in the game. Paul against Price. Paul outside for the 3. Now dishes to Malone. Paul looking over the floor. Yao kicks to Paul. They shoot again, and it's good on the way-in. 29 points for Chris Paul.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Cavaliers trail by 12. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Mark Price, he's checked in for Cleveland. The tray. Cleveland the rebound. Takes it inside. Ilgauskas trying to get open. McGrady left side. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Murphy against Price. And that one drops. Price has got 4 this quarter.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Here's Murphy. That's tipped.
Yeah, and Ilgauskas stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with projections.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Paul's checked in for the Rockets. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And he's like a pogo stick. Nance just pops up off the floor and then has that reach to get his hand on the ball.
Here's Price. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Paul gets it to go in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
In the third, 2 minutes.
Price outside. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Rockets leading by 13. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Price. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now checked in for Moses Malone.
The Rockets call.
Freeze checked in for Cleveland. Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
LeBron outside. That one a little long. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And Paul gets it to go in.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Elijah Watt. Ball against Free. Paul outside. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 16. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Elijah Watt. Here is Nance. He's still scoreless so far in this one from the baseline. And James gets it to go on the assist by Nance.
Just a master of the mid-range. Look, LeBron James, he knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shots.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Paul for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now against LeBron. And there's the call on Yao. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Here's James. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You gotta appreciate LeBron's shot selection. He looks to take high percentage shots whenever he can.
Paul with the three. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Houston Rockets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. We'll take it. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Larry Nance. Ilgauskas is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Brandon in at the point guard position. Paul outside. Buries it from three-point range. Paul's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Just a model of consistency. Nance brings it every game on both ends.
And the Rockets making a change here. Murphy's checked in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And very few players have ever been as good from the line as Murphy. This is his zone, and he's been known to go weeks without missing a free throw.
Price against Murphy. Price outside. The offensive rebound. Out to Nance. Price outside. Outside Irving. Pass to Price from the arc. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Hands it from downtown. Price has got 32 points in the game.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Price has got 34 points.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
The pass to Hayes. And the shot goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's Price on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 36.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
Here's McGrady. And another three for Houston.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Price is in the post. He's guarded by Murphy. That one's in there. Pocket lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Price. Pass to Tomjanovich. Olajuwon covered by Ilgauskas. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McGrady's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Houston. It's Price on the wing. He's guarded by Murphy. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a mistake by the defense. Not a guy you want to send to the free throw line. Price is a knockdown shooter.
Russell, he's checked in for Larry Nance. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Here's McGrady. And another three for Houston.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout charge to Houston.
Hey fans, make some noise if you want a free t-shirt. Hey Sam, welcome your...
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And here's LeBron outside. Off target, his sixth miss in 13 attempts from the floor. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Paul for three. And they get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Down low. And finished off by LeBron.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Paul passes to Yao. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And that one falls for Yao.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul.
Free throw good, James.
Shooting for Cleveland, LeBron James at the line.
That one misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Drexler dishes to Yao. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Drexler's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's LeBron. Oh, my goodness.
LeBron.
What a play.
Oh, my. The fact that LeBron James can still do that at 100 years old, like, it's a travesty that he never participated in the dunk contest.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Free against Yao. They double team Yao. And the wide open shot from Paul. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Carr, the pass to James. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Yao. Connects on the open J.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table.
Cavaliers call
No one
timeout.
can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Timeout called Cleveland.
We're giving
They're behind by 24.
seconds.
41 seconds left in the fourth. Price is checked in for Cleveland. Irving kicks to James. And here's Price for three. It's deflected.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your Rockets, Yao Ming. At the line for...
And so he hits both. Cleveland with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Steve.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shooting for Cleveland. Mark Price.
Price hits them both. Pass to Sampson. Here's Francis. Three-pointer. And there's the feed to Yao. Count it. Good.
From Ralph Sampson.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Sampson pulls it in. Pass to Francis. Wide open. He can't get it to go. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Cavaliers to start out. Here's Price. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it's Irving missing. Here's Olajuwon. Check by James. Pass to Drexler. And here's Harden. Here's McGrady. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Ilgauskas.